Bickley and Marotta Mornings. Arizona Sports. The local sports leader. Bickley Blast.
The fog of defeat is part of our ecosystem in Arizona. It rolls in like June gloom, and it just lingers. And when the Arizona Cardinals were losing 14 of 15 games last season, many Valley fans were experiencing an existential crisis. They were asking themselves, why do I cheer for this godforsaken team? The answer is Larry Fitzgerald. The answer is that rare generational athlete who transcends wins and losses, who connects us all in good vibes and a common cause, who makes it clear what they think of us by never leaving us for greener pastures. Fitz made the Pro Football Hall of Fame on the very first ballot, and his joy is palpable. There was a time a few months ago when he was actually very worried about this moment, when he feared that spending a career in Arizona might have shrouded the breadth of his career, might have been something to hold against him. Nope, that wasn't going to happen. And now Arizona is going to get a night this summer that we are never going to forget, because we share Fitz with no one, and that is rare. To wit, the last time we did an interview with Kurt Warner over Zoom, there was a Rams jersey hanging in the background of his office. 4 months from now, the Mariners will retire Randy Johnson's number. Charles Barkley also belongs to Philadelphia, like Steve Nash belongs to Dallas and Dirk Nowitzki. But not Fitzgerald. He is Larry Legend singular, and that legend belongs exclusively to us. All right, today's Bickley Blast brought to you by my great friends at Chapman BMW, who make luxury attainable. Find them online at chapmanbmw.com.
Cardinals moving left to right. Warner.
And Ron Wolfley on the call of a moment that was, now 17 years ago. And 17 years later, Larry Fitzgerald gets the call. And to me, that moment, there's so many facets of that moment that define the career of Larry Fitzgerald. The fact that he scored that touchdown to give the Cardinals the lead with 2 minutes and 37 seconds left. The fact that the knock on Larry Fitzgerald, if there was one in his entire career, he doesn't have breakaway speed. Go watch that play and tell me Larry Fitzgerald didn't have breakaway speed. But it was also indicative of kind of the trajectory of his career. And you mentioned it so poignantly in the blast, Bick. Staying here his whole career. Was that going to ding him? Because they never did get to the top. But that's how close they were. That was kind of Larry Fitzgerald's championship pursuit in one single play right there. Yeah, and listen, we all saw his career. We don't need to expound on how great he was, but I do think in moments like this, you have to tell the Arizona Cardinals how lucky they were, and you've got to tell the Coyotes, well, they don't exist anymore, but if they were, you could tell them to their faces it's why that you should have much better appreciated Shane Doan. A guy like Larry Fitzgerald and a guy like Shane Doan, the guys that are forever heroes in the Valley. The Cardinals and the former Coyotes, they probably don't realize how many fans stayed with the team through a lot of thin because of Larry Fitzgerald and or Shane Doan. He was the guy that kept hope afloat year after year after year. It's part of the reason why I get so mad at two different ownership regimes of the Arizona former Arizona Coyotes. Buffoons so immense, I'm not even going to mention their names. But not only did they not appreciate Shane Doan, they ostracized him. They sent him away, even though he was the guy that saved the whole thing for 2 decades, and they were too stupid to see it. They went further than ostracizing him. I was going to go for the big word, but I didn't do it. They disrespected him. They
disrespected him, and it happened twice over 2 different ownership groups.
Yes.
And while the Cardinals never disrespected Larry Fitzgerald, the fact that he spent his entire career here Larry Fitzgerald got this football team from Kurt Warner to Carson Palmer in all those terrible years in between.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
and even after that.
In speaking,
well, he wasn't around that much longer after that.
No, but in speaking with Kurt Warner earlier, and you asked him about the relief that he might have felt, and he kind of downplayed the relief. We don't know what the voters went through in the process. We know Larry Fitzgerald got in. I wonder what the level of no-brainer, we're
going to find out,
analysis was.
But I will share that I do know from talking to Fitz that this was something that he was nervous about at one point in time.
Yeah.
Because it means that much to him. And because if you're a guy who put together the career like Larry Fitzgerald, but you don't have the ring to show for it, you're going to wonder, do they remember?
Yes.
Did I do enough on the big stage? Did enough people see me where it's going to be, rise to that level? And it turns out he had nothing to worry about.
And you mentioned this earlier, too, and I think this is something to think about now and certainly will be talked about leading up to the August induction in Canton. And not just for Larry Fitzgerald, but also for Drew Brees and for Adam Vinatieri and for Luke Kuechly and for Roger Craig is the bigger story outside of the stories of those members who didn't get in. And that's a disservice to these players who all richly deserve this honor, but they might be the second biggest story nationally, and that's
unfortunate.
Shame.
Certainly unfortunate. It's going to be part of the narrative, I think. But I do think that I think the Fitz speech is going to be great. I wonder who's going to sort of like introduce him. They do that, right, at the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
I guess Kurt would probably be a good choice.
Kurt, maybe his dad.
Maybe Randy Moss, maybe.
Yeah, Randy Moss was the one that I guess, I don't know if it was the literal him finding out, but it was at least on videotaped him finding out that way.
Yeah, and I urge people to watch that. It was a cool moment visually. The audio, I have got the sound here, but it doesn't really do much.
No.
It doesn't really translate.
So let's paint the picture. So basically, Fitz was duped and lured to a friend's yacht, wanted to show him his brand new yacht, and when he got there, Randy Moss is on board that yacht with the Pro Football Hall of Fame T-shirt on, and hey, surprise!
Those are always cool moments.
Oh yeah. Like I said, yes, from his body language at the Waste Management Phoenix Open Pro-Am, I knew. I mean, everybody knew. Everybody who knows Fitz knew.
Well, the Pro Football Hall of Fame voting committee didn't get everything right this time. They got this one right. To me, he's the definition of a first-ballot Hall of Fame.
Did you see what Ryan Fitzpatrick said about Larry Fitzgerald?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
You guys didn't see this.
Fitz on Fitz?
Said he had the greatest butt cheeks in NFL history.
I have a lot of...
I don't disagree.
I have a lot of female friends over the years, and family members, for that matter, that would wholeheartedly agree with that.
He literally said that during an interview, and the interviewer was stunned. You've always noticed that?
I have always noticed.
Get your eyes up, man.
Well, football pants don't leave a lot to the imagination.
I got you.
And he was stacked, man.
What a catch by Fitz! And look at the cheeks.
He was all caked up, my friend.
Well, listen, that was part of his success, man. DBs weren't getting around him. Funny. So listen, this is a victory for everybody. You know what's great about this? I'll tell you what's great about it is that Larry Fitzgerald never did the proper retirement thing because he just doesn't have that in him. He does not want to be that guy. He wants to be cheered when he does something great, but he doesn't want to just be cheered for what he used to do. And so when it comes to the Pro Football Hall of Fame induction, Fitz has got no say in that matter. He's going to be honored. Mm-hmm. He's going to be given a yellow jacket, a gold jacket. So...
Yeah, and now we got another thing to look forward to. Yep. There's this newness with the Cardinals, but this story not new, but certainly something to be proud of as an Arizona Cardinal fan. And congratulations to Larry Fitzgerald.
Thanks for watching Bickley and Marotta. Click to see the latest Bickley Blast and hit the button in the middle to subscribe to Arizona Sports.